must be used responsibly and ethically. So we have prepared to handhold and promote responsible and ethical AI use through this training. Once again, I welcome you to this training. I welcome you to UICT. And with those words, allow me to invite the principal of UICT today, who is also representing the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of ICT. Doctor, you are very welcome to address members on the call.
Yeah, thank you very much, Academic Registrar and the facilitators, as well as the organizers. I want to ride on the protocol that has been observed, but perhaps to also put a face to the name. Let me show my video. I don't know if you can see me. I am that person. I can now remove it and take you through my presentation. Thank you once again. Members, let me first of all say good afternoon. It's both an honor and privilege to welcome you to this historic National Capacity Building Program on Artificial Intelligence. And as alluded to by the AR and Francis, about all the participants and the numbers that we have so far gotten. Today marks the beginning of a significant journey. It's not merely a training program, but a national workforce and service delivery and transformation initiative, which is designed to prepare Uganda's public and private professionals for the age of artificial intelligence, and more so for the emerging industrial revolutions that are to come, which are majorly also inspired and enhanced by artificial intelligence. Allow me to extend my sincere appreciation to the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance and the teams for all the visionary leadership and continued partnership with UICT, and of course, leading the digital transformation agenda for the country. Ladies and gentlemen, let's note that the world is changing. We are living through one of the most technological revolutions in human history. AI is transforming how government operate, how businesses compete, how institutions make decisions, and how societies create value. Across different governments globally, AI is used amongst others to improve public service delivery, enhance policy analysis, strengthen workforce planning, automate admin processes, improve, of course, citizen engagement, and likewise increase productivity and efficiency. So countries are really investing in artificial intelligence to position themselves accordingly. But the question now that comes to us is no longer whether AI will transform our workplaces. The question is whether we are prepared to lead that transformation. And this is the basis and the underlying principle of this engagement that we are having. Today, you realize that the government and the country has embraced and demonstrated digital transformation through many investments. Now we are talking of the national backbone infrastructure, the human capital management system, electronic government procurement, digital government services, and others. However, Technology alone cannot transform these institutions. It is people who do transform. So the success of the digital transformation journey and agenda depends on our ability to build a workforce, not only in government, but also in the private sector, that is digitally skilled, technologically confident, and innovation-driven. So this program is an investment in Uganda's most valuable resource, and which is human capital. It aligns with the Uganda Vision 2040, the fourth National Development Plan, Digital Transformation Roadmap, the Public Service Transformation Agenda, and several others, including the National Emerging Technologies Strategy. So we are preparing the workforce for the emerging industrial revolutions. And we take AI not only as a tool, but now it has transitioned into being a productivity partner. One of the most misconceptions we have is that AI is designed to replace people. No, that is not the future of what is envisioned. Artificial intelligence, or AI, should be viewed as a production partner. Today, a human resource officer can use AI to support workforce planning, competency mapping, talent management, and the whole value chain of the human capital, development and management ecosystem. An M&E officer can generate dashboards, analyze data sets, and provide evidence-based reports in a click of a button and a few seconds. Our people in law enforcement, the police officers, can use AI algorithms and others to strengthen their efficiency, resource deployment, planning, and also information analysis. So those are areas that can, the educators, we also have educators, can develop modern learning content and personalized learning experiences. Business leaders, on the other hand, can enhance their customer service, innovation, and operational performance. So the future belongs to those professionals who understand how to work effectively with intelligent technologies. And AI will not replace the professionals. But professionals who know how to use AI effectively will outperform those who do not. So we need to take that into consideration. Why is this program important for you? So participants, the program has been carefully designed to move beyond awareness creation, which might be the first sessions that we are going to have. So it follows a model that is learn, apply, and transform. LAT, learn, apply, transform. So you are beginning with the foundational AI knowledge through what Francis has mentioned to us, the Cisco Networking Academy's introduction to modern AI program, which is a program that we have worked with the Cisco Academy and utilizing different partnerships and collaborations to have it customized to ourselves here. So through this learning journey, you'll get to understand artificial intelligence fundamentals, machine learning, generative AI, emerging technology trends, future of work concepts, and responsible AI practice as a starting. But that will be only the beginning. The highest performing participants, of course, all of you, will advance to intensive practical training that will be held physically at the Uganda Institute of ICT. We are looking at having a blended approach depending on your availability. And there you'll work directly with the cutting edge technologies in your specific, business domains, including things like ChatGPT. You might be using them, right? But now we go into the basic and good practice and principles and ways of using them productively, but also responsibly. Things like Google Gemini, other AI productivity tools, and then advanced generative AI platforms. You will learn one of the most valuable skills in AI era, and what that is prompt engineering, where you design a prompt very well and it gives you a very good response. Can analyze very many reports and do all that stuff. I presented at the M&E conference this year about an M&E generative AI tool, which is locally developed by myself, and we shall give you a feel of those ones and how they are doing in terms of practicality. Some of the other things that we have worked on is an onboarding assistant, which helps to onboard students, the governing council, as well as the staff. That's work in progress. So some of these things we'll demonstrate to you so that you get use cases which can, instead of just the normal generic tools, you're able to customize these tools to do practical things for your different business challenges. Some of the applications, some I've talked about, but like AI for human resource, we can look at recruitment support, competency mapping, workforce forecasting, talent management, succession planning, skills gap analysis. These are things that are easy to really work through. Today, we have the human capital management system. It has a lot of data there, which is sitting there and it's not being utilized properly. It is utilized majorly as a tool for transaction processing, to help the transactions go well, but not used for other additional and important areas that can be taken advantage of. Then AI for monitoring. I talked about automated reporting, predictive analytics, performance monitoring, and all those. Work that is taking us a lot of time can be done in a very short while, and you can do it real time in dashboards that flash to you and also give you reminders and also trigger other events to happen. AI for local government service delivery, citizen engagement, records management, development planning, budget support, service delivery optimization, and many more. For police, we talked about them administrative, resource allocation, information analysis. Then the operational support is very important, such that seamlessly you get an assistant to help you in different aspects. Then governance and ethics of us very, very important. We look at responsible AI, privacy, and data protection through to human oversight. As we are going through all this, we shall learn how to responsibly use AI, and it will be at our foundation, such that we get to know the ethics, the requirements that are there, how we need to strengthen those areas, how we enhance inclusion, and this is essential. And this is not optional. So it will help us to navigate that area as well. But beyond the training, we are aiming at building a national movement that will create, amongst others, sustainable ecosystems for AI adoption across government and across the private sector, whereby we shall establish, AI communities of practice, national AI champions network, a government AI prompt library where you can get the good prompts that you can utilize for your day-to-day functionality. because our day-to-day repetitive tasks take about 80% of our time, if you ever analyze, and that can be cut down by 70%. So you save 70% of the time you've been using on repetitive tasks to more strategic thinking and tactical thinking. So we shall also have knowledge sharing platforms, mentorship and support mechanisms, as well as future AI innovation forums. So we'll create a critical mass of AI-enabled professionals. And you who have gotten into this program will be the champions for that transformation. So the challenge I have personally for every participant is, as you begin this learning journey, I challenge you to think beyond the technology and ask yourself the following 5 questions. How can AI improve productivity for me and my institution? Number 1. Number 2, how can AI strengthen service delivery for me as a person and for my institution? Now we have gone ahead to have strategic plans for different institutions. Now, with those, we have client charters and service delivery standards. Now, AI can help you to improve those and, objectively report and capture, the statistics as well as the indicators and report on them, and also be able to monitor and actively, manage the implementation. But also another question is, how can AI improve my making decisions in the work I do or in the business I do? Another area is, how can AI enhance citizen engagement? Very, very important. Today at UICT, we have a chatbot whereby you go to the website, instead of, navigating the website, you just ask a question and then it gives you information seamless in a conversational manner. And then you are able to, get information very well. That's one of them. Nowadays, we also have the WhatsApp mechanism where you type in something on your WhatsApp and then it conversationally, it responds to you about issues about UICT. The other area is, how can AI support national development? Now we are talking about the tenfold growth strategy, which has the ATMs, so to be called, agriculture, tourism, minerals, and, science and technology and innovation and others. How can AI support that? That when I'm using AI, I can comfortably say I'm contributing to the ATMs. Of course, the future of Uganda, like any other country, that AI is not simply technology, it's a development opportunity, transforms administration, strengthens education, healthcare, agriculture, and others. So we need to look at it from that aspect. Without taking much more of your time, I want to appreciate, first of all, the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance, all the participating institutions, the facilitators and the technical teams, Cisco Networking Academy. This is an internationally recognized institution, and we work with it and the International Telecommunications Union. So the credentials you'll be getting will be professional certifications, which are recognized worldwide. I want to also thank our development partners, but above all the participants who have committed their time to this important initiative. As UICT, we remain committed to supporting government, the industry, academia, and the other stakeholders, including the communities, in building digital and AI capabilities required for Uganda's transformation journey. For God and my country, I remain Dr. Frederick Edward Chitogo, Principal of Uganda Institute of ICT, UICT. Thank you very, very much. I wish you nice deliberations. Thank you. Now I take this opportunity to invite the permanent secretary or the representative of the permanent secretary to take you through their remarks. Thank you very much, and over to you, facilitator.
Stephen, can you hear me?
Yes, you are very clear, Mr. Francis.
Can you give the rights to the commissioner, Mr. Patrick Mundei, representing the PS?
Come again, the name?
Patrick Mundei.
Oh,
I shared it in your chat.
because we have Patrick Mundua and Patrick Tugume.
Mundua, yes.
Okay. Yes. It is done.
Members, good afternoon. Doctor, thank you for your very nice and kind remarks and for inviting us here. I'm here, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of our permanent secretary, who unfortunately is unable to join us because she is currently in Chankwanzi for the retreat, but she sends her very warm regards. I may not be able to say much, ladies and gentlemen, but I think already a lot has been highlighted by our principal, Dr. Chitogo. Very nice, elaborate words. Maybe I may just comment that it's exactly about 25 years ago that we began to introduce IT in government. And at the time that we started to introduce IT in government, there was a tough decision among the public service of then on whether to adopt or not to adopt, and how fast to adopt. And I remember that many of us at that time would look and say, yes, but I have been running my accounts through ledgers and we have been working okay. Yes, I've been running my inventory stores management through our books, and it has been okay. I've been doing my monitoring and evaluation of human resource using manual records, and we have been okay. But for those who opted to move slower, unfortunately later on, the world moved too fast for them. And right now, as we speak, as Dr. mentioned, we have moved a lot in terms of human capital towards IT systems, monitoring evaluation toward IT systems, planning towards IT systems. Whether you're an administrator, whether you're an IT officer, whether you're a police officer, everything is moving towards IT. So likewise, we should anticipate the same in terms of the new emerging technologies, which is AI. And as public servants, we should embrace this because inevitably, this is coming. We should be ready for it. I recall that in many occasions when I've had to meet public servants or civil servants, the first question they're going to ask is AI coming to take our jobs? Is AI coming to reduce our workspace? But the question I've always asked them is that AI will enhance your work, but you must be ready for it. AI has a lot of risks, but it also has a lot of opportunities, and you must be ready for those. So members, I think this is how what I can say in terms of pushing all of us that yes, let's embrace this. This is a very good opportunity. It's really, we are fortunate to be able to jump onto this train at the early stage, and let's make our best. Let's make the best effort to take the best advantage of this initiative. Now, one thing that we know is that government tends to move a little bit slow. Government, as we all know, is a bureaucracy. But in this case, we have to see how we adopt faster. In this case, we have to make sure that we move with the current speed, not only with the current speed in the community, the current speed in the private sector. In this initiative, we're going to make sure that government moves as fast as it can, and that is why it is good that all of us are being onboarded onto this initiative. So some examples. We have many cases. Today we had a retreat where we were reviewing the new strategy for AI in Uganda. And we're saying that we need to introduce early many use cases, which requires us as public officers to be ready. How can we use AI to enhance, to support HR officers in shortlisting or analysis, instead of having to read CVs, some hundreds of CVs? How can AI help? How can AI help planning and M&E officers to generate quick reports? And it can, and many of us are already using it. How can AI help us as whether community development officers to target our messages properly to our wananchi, even in other languages, in terms of translations? So there are many applications that we have, but also as we move, it's important that we take note of what we should target. That AI is a tool, it's a technology, but it has its risks, and we should learn how to manage those risks very cautiously. One thing very interesting about AI members is that AI can tell you a lie with a straight face. Not judge everything you see in AI. You should know how to not only use AI responsibly, but to be careful to interpret and reanalyze what you get from it. With those quick remarks, allow me to thank the director, UICT, Dr. Chitogo, for having organized this. We want to thank your partners, Cisco Networking Academy, for the great support. I would like to thank all the staff, your strong team at Uganda Institute of Information and Communications Technology. And lastly, to thank all members present from across the various arms of government. And lastly, to wish you good deliberations and fruitful learnings. Thank you for God and my country. On behalf of our permanent secretary, I submit.
Thank you so much for the remarks, the representative for the permanent secretary. I'm going to share our program again, such that the members who are not around can see how we are going to be flowing for the next part. Now, next, we are going to go into the introduction of what AI is. Sorry. We are going to go into what AI is. That is what we are going to be looking at. And we shall have our facilitators take us through that session. Then from there, we shall be looking at the platform that we are going to use to learn. And then from there, we shall look at the assessment requirements. And in case you have any questions, you'll go on and ask in case there is any question that you may be having. So as we dig deep into our first session on what AI is, we are going to start with a simple activity. And this activity is just to check on what knowledge do we have about AI, and then we shall start from there. So we are going to first check. So I'm going to drop in the chat a link. I'm going to drop in the chat a link. We are going to start with a simple quiz to establish which knowledge do we have about AI before we dig into what we are going to look at. So just click on that link that has been shared in the chat and then join this quiz. It's going to take us about 5 minutes and then we shall come back. So click on that link. Click on that link that is being shared in the chat. If you can type in your web browser and say joinmyquiz.com and put that code. So I'll keep sharing the link in the chat such that we can join. Okay, people are joining. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so far we have 204 people. So you will allow me that we start. We are going to start. So kindly pay attention to the time because it is timed and you must be able to respond as quickly as you can. So we are okay.
Hello? Hey. Stephen, can you hear me?
Yes, Stephen, can you hear us, please?
Yes, I can. I can. Okay. So I'm going to end a quiz. That one has been enough for us to establish. Okay. So that was enough for us to establish the kind of knowledge that we have about. So I'm going to end it. Into our session. So I'm going to be sharing my screen, and then we start on our session. Okay, thank you so much for, okay.
Stephen, do you mind giving us the results?
possible. Yes, it is very possible, Mr. Francis. I think let me stop sharing and then I can get the results as well. I can get the results shortly. Give me some few minutes as I get the results to show how we have performed. I'm trying to get them here. I'm trying to get them. So I'm going to allow me to process them. At the end of the session, I'll be sharing with you the results that we have been able to capture. So allow me to share my screen. Allow me to share my screen. Okay, in our session today, we are going to be discussing on artificial intelligence, what artificial intelligence is. But allow me to start with this code or to ask you, what is that repetitive task you do every day that you wish a robot could do for you? Kindly type in the chat. I'm also going to ask 1 or 2 people to raise up your hand and then you share with us. What is that particular task you keep doing every single day, but you feel a robot could do it for you? Like when you sit there in your room where you're working from, when you sit somewhere there, you feel at least a robot or someone else could do it for you. Okay, I'm going to start with Mr. John Buyenza. You could share with us.
Driving.
Driving, okay. Thank you so much. Okay, Mr. Wins has told us driving from the chat. Mark is saying infographics, task scheduling, daily reports, making reports and statistics, meeting farmers, riding, activity plan, monitoring cameras, bookkeeping, letter and report writing, teaching, writing letters, analyzing and compiling reports. Comparing reports, daily reports, analysis, daily reports. I think one of the things that is coming out are the daily reports. Okay, Atwine, you want to share with us? Okay, thank you. Now, all what you have mentioned, by the time we are going to finish our training this week, you'll be able to do many of those things within a few minutes. When it comes to things of report writing, that one should never be your worry anymore, because where AI is, you can have your report done. That even in a session like this, where you are, you can make your report using the AI tools that are available. Analyzing of information, we are going to be taking you through. How do you prompt? How can you make your report using the AI? And how can you analyze? How can you make reports and the rest of that? How can you analyze attendance for your staff? Everything that you are mentioning can be done using AI. And now that's why we are having this session. But as we start this session, I want to let you know that in today's world, it's no longer just about what you know, but how fast can you learn and how creative can you be, or how are you able to think outside the box? Now with the current trends, with the technology that we have at our hand, things change every minute, every second. There is something new that is being what? Introduced. Meaning that as a person, as a human resource manager, you need now to keep on track. You need to keep learning every single day. Through learning, you'll be now in position to adapt and to use these technologies very well. Our session outcomes are going to be that by the time we finish this session, you must be in position to define what AI is and what terminologies do we use in AI. We shall have the different AI models, and then you'll be able to distinguish what we call generative and non-generative AI. So these are some of the things that we are going to be looking at in our session. Now, when it comes to the course overview, we shall be looking at these things. We shall be looking at artificial intelligence and machine learning. We are going to be looking at computer vision. You will look at what we call machine translation. You are going to be looking at what we call chatbots and prompt engineering. When Doctor was making his presentation and remarks, he mentioned something concerning prompt engineering. So we shall take you through how do you make a good prompt. Many times when you ask AI to give you something, sometimes you may find yourself getting a wrong answer. The problem is not AI. These machines do not make mistakes. The mistakes are made by us, the humans. Now we shall take you through how do you make a good prompt? What are the features of a good prompt? And how can we apply the AI in our daily tasks? Like many of you have mentioned that you want to be able to use AI to come up with reports. We shall be taking you through how you can make reports using these AI tools. But also in the course, when we are going through this course, we are going to have a project that we are going to work on. Each one of us here on the call will have a project on AI. So we shall have that component within the course, such that now everyone by the time we finish this course, you know how to use the AI. Now that is briefly what I want to bring to your attention, that our course is going to be rotating around that area. So we are going now to look at the first session. And what are we going to look at now? We are going to look at what AI is. I know many of you have different definitions. You have different things concerning AI, but maybe through sharing, can we have one person or two to raise up the hand and you share with us what is AI or what do you understand by AI? Feel free to raise up your hand. You can use the chat and then you share with us what AI is. I know some of you have heard about AI. Oh, what do you think AI is? Feel free to use the chat. If you are okay, you can even raise up your hand and then you share with us what AI is. Okay. From the chat, Ainebiona has said that AI is the use of a machine to ease work, which is very fantastic. Thank you, Mr. Ainebiona. Now, dear participants, when we talk about artificial intelligence, we are looking at the use of computer systems to perform tasks that mainly or that require human intelligence. Things such as problem solving. Many times in our work, you meet problems. You're going to meet a problem, and some of those problems can simply be solved using this AI. Sometimes you may need to make a decision either to do this or the other. You can now use AI to do that. Sometimes you may want to understand a given language. Sometimes you may go and visit certain areas whereby the language is totally different from yours, and you may want to understand this language. It is just a matter of using AI to translate for you from one language to another. Sometimes we may want to look out for a pattern, like someone who mentioned that he wanted to learn to track the staff attendance. Now that one is under pattern recognition. Like you want to know how often do these people come for the meetings? How often do these people, maybe at what time do they come in the meeting? So you can analyze such data using AI. Now, AI is the use of computer systems to perform those tasks that require human intelligence. Now, across the world, organizations have gone on to automation. Some time back, some organizations laid off their workers. Why? Because they had AI. They replaced many of their workers with AI because they noticed that what a worker or what someone could do within 5 days, AI could do it within 5 minutes. So meaning that now AI can automate a lot of things that we keep doing. When it comes to decision making, AI can make for you good decisions as long as you prompt it very, very well. Now, why AI matters today? Now, with the current changes we have within the different organizations, there is a lot of expectations. As a human resource, you are going to find some skill gaps. You are going to be somewhere, you have got someone into the organization, but you notice that there are some things that are not adding up. So some of these issues can be replaced with AI. You may find that maybe you have someone within the organization, but this particular person is not in position to use a computer. This particular person may not be in position to write for you a report or to do this and that. You may find that this particular person is delaying to deliver a given task. Now, with such things, we can be able to use AI. Now, why AI matters today? We have a lot of expectations. There is a lot of transformations within the digital world. There is a lot of things that we need to work on. And we have what we call common AI technologies. Now, some of the common AI technologies, I understand that you have been able to use some of these technologies. Many times when you go to some websites, let me say when you visit UICT websites, you are going to find there some AI assistants, like people who are going to be able to respond. Like in organization, you may have someone who sits on the table to take on calls and this and the other. But sometimes people want to communicate with the organization late in the night, let me say at midnight. Now, for such, you may not need now a person to sit there 24 hours. But through using of these AI assistants, so you can give the commands. You can train your AI for the organization, and then you get a quick response whenever someone wants. So these are some of the common AI technologies that we have. We have AI tools that can predict. We have AI tools that can automate and do a lot of processing. Now, these are some of those AI technologies that we have. But also in our daily life, many times we are using these AI tools unknowingly. I know one of the common AI that many of us are using is the ChatGPT. I know some of you who have WhatsApp. There is one that you use for your WhatsApp. But I want to bring to your attention that we have been having AI, that when you go to Google and you make any search, you are using AI. When it comes to email filtering, sometimes when you receive an email and they suspect that this email is not okay, then they will filter that email out and say, this person does not need. Sometimes when you go to using your phones, sometimes yourself translating, someone can send an audio and then the audio is converted into maybe a text. Sometimes you may go to Google whereby you want to convert a given text, maybe let me say from one language, English, you want to take Kiswahili, you want to use it from here and there. Now, those are all those are AI tools that we can use in daily life. When it comes to voice assistants, when it comes to smart devices, in each of those tools that you have been using, you are applying AI. AI. But now we are going to go deeper. How can we apply these ones in our work? When it comes to email filtering, do you know that as a human resource, you can have an automatic email replier to your email for the organization, whereby in case an email of such and such a nature comes in, there is what? A prompt there is a good feedback that can be sent back within a minute, such that someone does not need a lot of time to wait for an organization or for a human resource to reply to those emails. Do you know that as a human resource, sometimes you may want to filter? You are going to receive very many emails for people may be applying for this, for people asking for this and the other, but you may not have all the time to reply to those emails. But through using AI, as long as you have integrated into your email system, you can be in better position to give feedback to those people within a very short period of time, and you make your work a bit much easier. So for anything that has been taking you a lot of time, through using AI, we can do many of those things within a short period of time. Now, where the world is heading, as a human resource manager, as someone who is into office, you need to remember that AI is transforming your work. It is transforming how you are doing things. When it comes to recruitment and the talent acquisition, AI can support you in doing so. Many times you may want a certain person to work within the organization, but you don't know which kind of talent do I need for this particular position. Then AI can support you in doing that. Sometimes people are going to send resumes. They are going to send their CVs. They are going to send their motivation letters. And you may not have time to read over the 500 that have been sent to you. Now, through use of AI, you can have all these resumes, the CVs that have been sent are simplified for you within a very short period of time. In fact, you just need about 5 minutes to do everything, and they will screen for you, they will select for you the best candidate, the best resumes, the best CVs, and then sometimes when it comes to interview scheduling, sometimes you are looking out for the best questions to ask these people. You may not have all the questions, but you may prompt AI to give you some samples of the interview questions that you can ask. Sometimes you want to onboard people into the organization, onto where you are working. When it comes to learning and development, one of the key things for a 21st century person is learning and learning and learning. That every single day, there is something you can learn from AI. AI has been blessed that every day, people are inputting data. People are inputting data. That means that every single day, there is something new you can learn about your job. In case you are someone working within the police, and there is something you want to learn about, it is just a matter of you going to AI and ask. You don't need to go to the school to learn something. No, it's just a matter of you going to the AI and ask it, I want to learn about this particular thing. And then AI will take you through step by step. You want to know, to analyze, how are people performing? Sometimes people are going to fill in the appraisal forms and you want to assess their performance. Then you can still use AI. You may want to engage people. Still, all those things can be done using this AI. Now, as a human resource manager, all these things are going to be very key. When it comes to interview, screening, and the rest of that, these days you may not need to have to call all the people who apply for a given job. No, you may not have that time out, and then only remain with the candidates that are fit for that particular position that you have advertised for. Out that you may have found out that some people, you may have found out that some of the people that apply were not really fit for that position, but you keep on wasting time opening one by one. So at the end of the day, you may find that you have wasted over 3 hours sorting people that do not qualify. But with the AI, it's just a matter of you uploading, and then AI will support you to do that work within a very short period of time. So when it comes to the public sector, all this AI can do for you. When it comes to planning, when it comes to data-driven policy decisions, when it comes to resource optimization, in many workplaces where we are working, we are limited by resources. And sometimes you want to maximize the resources you have, to the resources you have, but you don't know how to do it. You may find that maybe in your workplace or where you're working, there is a given amount that has been allocated for you. You have these people and you want to deploy them somewhere, but you don't know how best you can have this. AI can support you in coming up with good decisions such that you do not make. Sometimes we want to improve on our service. Many times you'll hear people complaining about the services that we are offering. Now, if you want to improve on the service, you may ask AI, you may prompt it and ask it, how can I improve? These are people's comments. How can we improve this? And then it will support you to give you some of those. It can help you to give you some of the solutions that you can use to come to support the organizations, and then you are in better position to deliver very well. So what are some of the benefits for using AI? I want to assure you that once you embrace AI, you are going to be more productive. You are going to discover as we are continuing with our sessions that someone who has mastered AI is going to be in position to do work that will have taken this person 5 hours to do it within 30 minutes. AI can do for you 70% of your work, and you as a person, you will contribute the 30%. Let AI do for you the 70%, then you as a human being, you are going to do the 30%. When it comes to decision making, I want to let you know that if you prompt it very well, you are going to be very good when it comes to decision making. When it comes to planning, if it comes to reducing the operational costs, there are things that we have in organizations, or there are some areas we have that maybe we may not need. But through this AI, we can be in better position to reduce on those operational costs. Now, as we go deep into AI, I want to bring it to your attentions that there are some challenges and risks we need to take into consideration. One of them is data privacy and concern. You need to be very careful as you deal with data. Please take note that anything you upload on AI, it stays there permanently. And AI, or whatever chatbot you are using, whatever AI tool you are using, the moment you put something, that data will be kept there. Now, you need to know about the data privacy concerns. You need to know about the security risks. You need to know about what called the algorithmic biases. You need to know the ethical considerations that when you are using AI, what are some of the things you need to put into considerations? You need to know about what we call resistance to change. Many times, as human beings, many times we do not want to change. The way you were taught is the same way you want to take on things, but the world has changed. That if maybe sometimes back you were using this tool to analyze the data, maybe you were using Excel. Ask yourself, is Excel this thing to analyze my data? Can I go on maybe and use SPSS? Can I go on and maybe use R? Can I use Python? Can I use AI? So those are some of the things you need to know. But for you to be in better position to use the AI tools, you need also to have the skills. AI requires a skill. You need to attain these skills, and that's why we have called on for these sessions, such that we can equip you with the right skills that you need for you to be able to carry on the AI. So as you approach the AI, please make sure that you follow through the responsible use and ethical use of AI. Make sure that when you are prompting it, when you are dealing with anything concerning the data, you take into consideration the ethics. The ethics. If you find out that the information you want to take into is something that is really very private, and you have not yet sought permission from a particular person, kindly do not use that kind of data. Now that is about the AI. But I want to give you, I want to let you know that once we use this AI tool extremely very well, things are going to be very good. You are going to find yourself enjoying your work, being able to do it. Now here I have 3 simple items that I want that you share with us what you think. The first one is, how is AI already affecting your workplace? Then number 2, which HR or public service processes do you think would benefit from AI? What concerns would you have about AI adoption? Feel free to raise up the hand and you share with us your response to any of those items. Feel free. You can any of the questions, they may not be all, but just one of them. Thank you. Yes, Mr. John Buyinza.
Thank you very much. I'm so grateful to see that I'm also part of this running and training. My question is, who is the mechanic? In case anything goes wrong in this AI era, who is the mechanic? Who made it? Who can, in case they wake up one morning and he gets a problem, can't it affect our data? Can't it affect everyone? Can't it affect all the countries and all what we are doing might end in one day? How do you see that? Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. I've taken note of that. From the chat, someone is telling us it can help in shortlisting in HR work, which is true. I feel like AI is discouraging reasoning and critical thinking. That is from Rachel. I think that is her concern about AI. Then I'm seeing also for staff restructuring. That is very good. Okay, let me also take on a hand from Opio, Mr. Opio, and then we shall have for Mr. Dan.
Yes. Good afternoon once again.
Good afternoon.
I'm going to respond to question 3. What concern do you have about AI adoption? Actually, the first concern is data privacy. Like the way you say that anything you upload in AI stays permanently. If you don't have actually safety of your machines or the devices you use in your AI, anyone who accesses will get the records you have inserted in the AI, on the machine actually.
Okay, thank you. We are going to be summing up everything at a go. Okay, thank you. Mr. Dan, and then Mr. Emmanuel Mwaka.
Thank you so much. I go for number 3, and we are looking at the concerns that would come out through AI adoption, and the key concerns may include data privacy and security risks, potential job displacement, also looking at the over-reliance on automated decisions, bias in AI systems, ethical and accountability challenges, but also looking at the need for adequate staff training and regulatory frameworks to ensure responsible use. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing. Mr. Emmanuel Mwaka, then Mr. Lungas Shira, Mr. George.
Yeah, thank you very much. For me, the first one is on the last question. I think there's need for a regulatory framework on the use of AI, especially in the public sector. Otherwise, I have a feeling that this is going to be greatly abused. But also concern number 2 is that, as you said, that the data that we upload on AI remains there permanently. I'd like to know if it remains just for the system developer or for other users also to access the same data. I think that is so concerning. And then finally, there's need for AI actually as a new tool to be. In fact, there's need to regulate it. There's need to regulate it. Not 70, in my opinion, % of the work should be done by AI, especially when it comes to the public sector. Otherwise, government will be paying us for nothing, and yet AI will be doing most of the work. I think for now, let me stop there.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay. Yes, Mr. George.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'd like to appreciate this. AI, yeah, in the first question, my concern would be especially to do with cyber security risks, because AI can be for and also can be against us, because most people now can easily come up with some kind of algorithm and come up with cyber threats and maybe like antiviruses and what. In translations, people can easily come up with social engineering attacks that can be easily facilitated by AI. That's on the prone side. That's my big concern. And more so, like the other members have said, we need regulatory frameworks to make sure that at least people can this kind of innovation is regulated to some extent.
Okay, thank you. We are going to be summing up everything. Can we have Mr. Lungazi and then Mr. Frederick?
Yes, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Personally, I will go with question 2. Which HR or public service processes could benefit from AI? Under the HR processes, I think we have recruitment and candidate screening, then employee onboarding and training. We can have performance management and employee feedback analysis, then leave management and payroll. Then for public service, we can use AI for citizen inquiry handling through chatbots, then processing of applications and ICSs, then maybe data management and records digitization, monitoring service delivery, and identifying areas for improvement. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Then we are going to have one more person and then we close it from there. Thank you so much, Mrs. Lungas. Yes, Mr. Ainomon Levy.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Are you hearing?
Yes, you are very clear.
Yeah, my concern is about to bias and fairness. Question 3. AI systems trained on fraud historical data may perpetuate unfair biases in hiring or public resource distribution. This is a primary concern so far, because AI, as Uganda, when we are requesting for a job, sometimes now AI it's always accurate. So even there is even lack of empathy, whereby public service and HR require nuanced human judgment over reliance on AI risk called rigid decision making. Thank you.
Okay. Now, thank you so much, dear participants, for the participation into this session. Yes, many of the concerns that you have been able to raise are valid, and I want to let you know that the Ministry of ICT is coming up with a policy, and they have something already. I know the government has something already concerning AI adoption, and I think even universities and other institutions have also come up with some policy concerning still the AI use. But what I want to assure that AI is here and it will stay. What we need now to work with, how can we work? Because using AI, one thing I have come to discover that much as all of us have known about AI, but how you use AI is totally different from how your friend uses the AI. Now, for someone to be effective in using AI, this person still needs to have the knowledge, needs to be well equipped with the subject knowledge. So it's not that everyone who gets AI will be able to get the right answer. All of you can use AI and you find yourself that you are getting totally different answers or responses. Now, for someone who will be able to use AI effectively, is going to be that person who is able to think critically. Anyone who can think critically will be in better position to use this AI tool very, very well. So, in fact, for people who have been able to get good responses, those are people who have put in time. So if you put in time a lot to learn more about it, you'll be in better position. Yes, so there is a lot of critical thinking when it comes to what? To AI. So that one, people are saying it will erode away the critical thinking. I will say partially it is, but for someone to be able to use it very well, you should be someone who can critically think. You should have all the 13 skill steps under critical thinking. But many of the questions, many of the concerns that you have raised are going to be covered within the course that we are going to be doing. Now, all those concerns you have about this, they are going to be covered under the course that you are going to be doing. Now, we are going to be doing a self-paced course. And that self-paced course that we are going to be doing is divided into modules. As you navigate the platform, you are going to meet a module about AI and machine learning. Someone was asking, but who is the mechanic behind it? So you are going to be digging deep. Who is the mechanic behind the AI tool you are using? Now, the course we are going to be offering as public servants, as human resource managers for the government, you are going to find out that you have. This course is going to be divided into 2 modules. The first module is going to be 1.1, is going to be talking about AI and machine learning. Then from there, you're going to go on and take on what we call computer vision. Sometimes, do you know that some of us have been seeing images, photos on social media, and many times you could not distinguish that this is an AI generated photo and this is not an AI generated photo. So you will be able to now to know what is the difference. Do you know that through using of AI, you can discover results that have been, or let me say, resumes. You can be able to discover fake papers using AI. Do you know that you can use these AI tools to know that these results, these things that this person has sent me to check are forged? Now, that is going to be under computer vision. So you'll be able to detect and identify whether some information is true or false. Then, do you know that when you go in for meetings, sometimes your bosses, sometimes, let me say, you'll be asked that we want the minutes typed we want the minutes for the meeting, we want the report, and you may discover that, you know what, the report that I have, the report I have is a report in what? Yeah, is a report that that it is handwritten report. And you may ask yourself, now what can I do? I have a handwritten report, I have very few minutes, and they want this what? This particular report. Now for such, you don't need now to suffer and say, now what am I going to do? I need to sit and then do what? And then type. No, now that one shouldn't be your worry. Sometimes you may go in for some meetings and you find yourself that, and you're going to find yourself that in these minutes, you didn't have your laptop, you didn't have your computer, but you wrote them in use one. You shouldn't suffer and say, now what am I going to do? I have now to type again. No. Now where AI has reached, you can do all those things within a few minutes. You can just put in the AI and they type for you everything in using simple steps. So now that is where we are heading. I'll give you an example. I'm going to share my screen. Let me say sometimes you are going to attend meetings. This is my AI tool. And you're going to find yourself that you just wrote things in a pen. And you want now your boss, or you want this work typed. When you look at the image I'm putting, this is a handwritten image. Now, AI can help you. When you look at this image here, it's going to display. You will see that this is handwritten, but you may not have the time now to start typing and do what? No. What do you need to do? You just need to upload it and tell AI that type for me this document, and I want a downloadable document. Then it's going to type for you very quickly, because now you have learned how you can use the images to have the text converted. Now, this is what AI can do for you. That now you no longer need to waste a lot of time for AI to do for you all this what? Much, even if your handwriting is not the best, AI will be able now to convert those particular images that you can upload into something that you can use. So now that is the beauty with this AI this AI tools. It can do for you whatever thing you want to know. Now this is the typed document that they have given me, and now everything is, I can just download it. Then, like we have said, then you do your part as a person. So you download it very well. And then what are you going to do? You're going to just look through. Now, this is the document we have uploaded. So as a human resource, you're going to just come here, edit here and here and there, and then everything will be very, very okay. So I've seen Mr. Anthony. You can first come in and make
protocol observed, or the members on call, you're most welcome. I was just even supplementing on what you have been saying. Even they can just use the AI to pick text from a direct image, just a picture, and you just pick only text without the image appearing. So, but that is by using what we call the Google Lens. It's an AI tool called Google Lens. You will just pick the text from the image. You just scan, call Google Lens, click on it, and just pick text alone from a particular image. So I'm supplementing. Maybe I do not know whether I'm going to present now, Stephen, or maybe tomorrow, because of I think other things on the agenda.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
But
Anthony.
I'm ready. But I'm ready for the presentation. But I don't know.
Okay, Mr. Anthony. Okay, so let me first finish with the thing. So that is what we have under computer vision. Then we have what we call machine translation that you are going to be finding within the course. Then we have what we call chatbots. You are also going to learn about chatbots. Everything here, it is under the first module. Then we are going to have ways to use the chatbots. Many times, some of us are using those chatbots, the ChatGPT, the DeepSeek, and the rest of that, the Meta AI and the rest of that. but do you know how you can use it? Do you know that these days, that as a human resource, even if you want to recruit people, you don't need to waste time to look for graphic designers to design for you something. What you need to do is that you sit down and you tell the AI, can you generate for me let me say a poster advertising for this given job? You can do it yourself. So that's why now AI is going to be replacing some of the things that we have been doing. When it comes to generative AI, that one is going to be also a module that we are going to meet there. Now, the course we are going to be doing is going to take us 6 hours. For you to be able to complete this course, like I've said, this is a self-paced course. You have already received an email from Madam Marion and Mr. Humphrey about the course last week. So it's going to take you 6 hours. You just need 6 hours. You dedicate your, let me say, you can say, every day I'll give it 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, and then you'll be able to do it. And what are some of the things you're going to know? So like I've said, you'll have 2 learning modules that you're going to look out for. Now, within those modules, you're going to find what we call lecture videos. And there are 50 lecture videos. These videos are very short, not more than 3 minutes. They are very, very short videos, such that you do not, and they are very interactive videos. They will be guiding you that now do this and the other. Then we are going to have a prompting exercise because we want you to learn how to prompt this AI such that you can be able to get the right response. Not that every time when you go to AI, we don't want to hear statements that, AI gave me a wrong answer. Whenever a machine gives you a wrong answer, it is an indicator that it is you who has the problem, but not the machine. So the content within the course is going to be a very engaging, and then you'll have one hands-on. Each one of you is going to come up with a project about the AI, and then we shall have one final exam. Like in the introduction, Mr. Francis and the principal told you that after some time after this course, we shall be picking up people who are going to come for the physical training. And one of the things we shall look out for, it will be the final exam. How did you score in this final exam? How long did you take? How was your project? Such that now we know that we have the right people to do it. However, also, you are going to have a recognition that you are going to receive a digital badge that satisfies that really you have gone through the course and you know AI, and now you can be able to use it very well. Now, we do expect that by the time you finish this week, you finish all the tasks and you finish the course, you will be in better position to apply the AI tool in your workplace. That you can be able to use AI to get better results. That you'll be able to use AI to communicate, be very productive, and also analyze information. That you'll be in better position to know which output was generated by AI and which output was not generated by AI. You need to know which opportunities is AI going to offer and what limitations. What is it that AI cannot do? Such that now you know that here, I will need this kind of things. Much as it can do quite a lot of things, but it is limited. More so now, like in Africa, we have not yet trained our AI tools very well. And you'll find that in many of us are still using the free versions. So the free versions are limited with data, are limited with the features. So you may not be able to have quite a lot of features when it comes to this, to the AI. More so if you're still using the free version. Do you know that even by the time you finish here, you would have learned how to train your AI, such that whenever you go back to your AI, it can even welcome you that welcome back, where should we start from? Yes, and like someone mentioned earlier on, that with AI, it has reduced on mental health issues. Many times as human resource, public servants, you get a lot of stress at workplaces because let me say, they have asked you to provide this within 24 hours. You have got a report to write within 3 hours. You have got this to present in the next meeting. You have PowerPoints to make in the next few minutes. Now, all that work piles up and you become very, very stressed. But now with the AI, you can do all the work that you are supposed to do within 3 hours or within 3 days, within 1 day, and therefore you are able to have a good mental healthy state. Now, those are a few things that we shall be expecting at this point. So I want to invite Mr. Humphrey. I want to invite Mr. Humphrey to talk about the platform. Mr. Humphrey.
Thank you, Stephen, and members. Good evening. Before I go ahead and present this, we had already shared to members a copy of a document showing them on how to proceed and enroll on the system. We have been also getting people getting challenges, and we've been supporting them. I know some, I think, had not tried to do so, but so far I think we have about 500 participants who have joined. About 281 have already managed to enroll on the platform. I know most of the members are busier, and maybe they didn't have time to do that. But it requires, as Stephen said, that the course you're going to run or participate in is self-paced. Using a NetaCard platform, and just need to take through people on how to enroll on the platform, and they are able to take on the program. Members, it's of advantage, an opportunity for you people that you're able to access this platform, and you take on these courses because it's one of the recognized platform worldwide. And those who will bear with me witness, these programs are very expensive to attain to if you wanted to do it on an individual basis. So I would say those who have taken chance and got interest in doing this, you're very blessed, because if not from UICT and you went to attend one of these courses in this platform, it's quite expensive for one, because it's an international recognized platform. So without wasting time, I'm just going to try and share the process on how to register on enroll on the platform. So members, we already shared with you links, and the link, as you can see, the first step is there's a link that we shared. So when you got that link, or if you have that link, the first thing you have to do is just to click on that link, then it will be able to open. So when you click on that link, it will take you to the next step where you're supposed to take the procedure as the next procedure. So I'll be just taking you through on the next step. So step 2, the next the second step is for you to click on get started, and as you can see on this presentation, where we have marked red, circled red, then the next step is step 3 that you see on your browser, on your screen, is for you to choose the login. For you to see the login. So if it's your first time, of course, for any applications, in your email and whatever, so we have to create an account. So we either, as you've heard, AI has come in, and digital features now. You can see that in every application they have started integrating the Google feature in it. So you either choose to sign up or continue with the Google. So if you continue with the Google, it will definitely pick out all your Google credentials. That is the email and the password you have. That means it picks the email, your email address information. But if you choose to go to sign up, then you have to continue to the next step. And the next step is to create a new account, because we are signing up. We don't have an account. So one, you select the country, just like you inputting your credentials. So you select the country, which is Uganda, then the state, which is a district, or definitely if it's Kampala, you're in Kampala, you're in Kanungu, you choose Kanungu, wherever you are, you can. Then the year of birth. Then the fourth one is a month of birth. Then you continue. And that's the first step. You have about 5 steps you're supposed to choose. So the next one, the 5th step, is for you to create your password, your credentials. You input your first name, last name, email address, then you create a password. And in that step, they have showed us the password requirement. And as you can see, you can see it shows you that it must be a uppercase, which I know everyone here knows about that when you are creating a password, it must be strong, so that it's not able to people to access, any other person to access your password easily. So we're just giving an example of the right password that required. As you can see, there's an upper case, there's a lower, then a symbol, and numbers. When I talk about the symbol, is the hash, the question mark, and the @ symbol. So then from there, you come to the 6th step, and where it asks you to go through the terms and conditions, then accept them by checking those 2 boxes. Then finally, you'll be on the successfully enrolled on the course. Okay. So just to take note is that, as I said, that if it's the first time, we follow that procedure. If you've used the other procedure of Google, it's simple. It will just directly take you to the system. It will ask you, then it will bring out all your details. If there's anywhere where you need to change your name, some of us we have emails, but again we use a different initials, names, that you named. We always have those names we call ourselves, which are not real names. So so what you do, you can edit before you save it, then you proceed. Because at the end of the day, your certificates will come out with those names that you would have input in the system. So I'm just going to show you on the list on the dashboard. I'm going to again unshare this, then I'll be able to share with you the platform, how it's going to look when you're there, then how to access assessments, and how do you access your certificate, how do you do read notes, and all the features that are in there. So kindly allow me reshare the platform, how it to look. So members, I hope everyone is able to see my screen. So when you log in and you have successfully logged in, you'll be able to see your course, and we, as you can see, is tagged UICT/GO and /06026, then introduction to modern AI. Okay, and below the course outline, the course under the course outline. So when you click on the first module, the introduction to modern AI, you can see that you can hear or listen the videos. As we say, it's self-paced.
What is artificial intelligence, and how can you use it in your daily life? You can use speech recognition to convert speech to text. You can use computer vision to detect and identify objects in images, and to erase objects in an image or blur the background of your photos.
So that's how you guys will be navigating the system. And as the video is running, below there's a transcript.
Or copy text directly from photographs.
Yeah, the notes. So
you can also use machine translation to convert one language to another.
While you also perusing through.
You'll use chatbots to, well, chat about things.
You're talking about, the video is talking about.
You'll go beyond chatting and use chatbots for learning, writing, and more.
A few things that you want, and you can have your notebook somewhere.
In this free course, you'll learn about AI by using.
So you continue and going through all the videos, members, that you can see that these modules, you're not supposed to skip anything for you to be able to complete this course. It's marked 0 out of 7, when you complete the first module, you have 7 out of 7. When you go to the next course, still it will be the same. Until you can see at a percentage of 0%, you clock to 100%. Then meaning that you would have navigated and gone through all the assessments and videos and the transcript of what is required for you. It's quite it's not so big as you can see when you look at it, and that's what I can tell you. There are only 2 modules, but I can assure you it requires your energy. It's a course that has been developed on the standard, and it requires your commitment. So when you complete that, module 1, then you go to module 2, you do the project, then you do the assessment, you do end of course survey, then they'll be able to send you a notification for completion of the course, and you earn a badge or certificate after the completion of the course. Then how do you manage to get a certificate? You want to, if you have completed, how do you get your certificate? You, on your on your right corner, top right corner, there's your name that will be at the displayed here, and a symbol of a human being. So when you click on that, you can be able to navigate the dashboard, your dashboard. So the first one, when you click on my learning, it will be able to take you through, back to the courses that you have enrolled for. So those who have never done any platform, you'll only be seeing one course, which is the modern AI at that level. But as we go on, as I said, UICT is offering a lot of free courses, and we shall be engaging you members. Those who want, some may finish immediately, then they ask for more courses. We shall be able to be sending you links so that you can be able to gain study on your interests. So you'll be able to see all the courses that you would have enrolled for at that level. So still, at the organization, that doesn't matter. So we go to the profile. If you want to see your profile, you click on update your profile. Then if any mistake you made, you can make all changes under that, update your profile. Then if you want to acquire certificates or badges, you click on the badges and the certificates. Then you'll be able to be seeing all the certificates you would have done here from here. So it's a matter of just clicking on the certificate, and it downloads, or on the badge, then it downloads. Then you're able to either bring it for us to certify it, authenticate it, or still, as long as you have done under UICT Academy, it's recognized, so you can still use it anywhere you want to use. But basically, this course is not for only people getting certificates, but understanding and able to apply. So in my presentation, I said somewhere on the last note, I said that members should take note of verification. Those who are going to take through the other channel, the other route of direct route of creating an account, if you have not used the Google option, you'll be able to go back to your email and to your platform, then click update my profile. When you click update your profile, you find at this environment where they're asking you to send a verification code. You click on send a verification code, then a notification will be sent back to your email address. Then you go to your email address, back, open it, then click on verify my email, my email. Then it will be able to verify email. If you don't do that, then you'll be able to complete the course, but you may not be able to get your certificate because it will keep on asking, the system will keep on asking for verification of your email address. And this has a time lap that it will expire at a certain level. It will be able to expire. So and you'll be able not to verify your email. But if you have used the Google option, the system would have verified directly from the Google your account, so you don't need to repeat that. I think without wasting time, we are past our time. I was looking at maybe Mr. Kaziva, we can have members just have questions if they have some challenges, and then we can be able to support them. So we're also looking at having this program, this kind of session, because I know most members have, some of the members are unable to join, but we shall keep on having this session from tomorrow onwards up to Friday, every 2 to 4. At least either 2 hours or 1 hour to support the members and take them through. So that should be anyone who has missed. We still have more session to come. So back to you, Mr. Kaziva. Maybe we can have members have their questions, then we can call it a day. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Humphrey. One of the questions that came in the chat was, do we need to go through the steps every time we want to access the system? Now that one, the answer is no. The moment, okay, perfect. Yes, the moment you have that link.
The answer, yes.
Come in, Mr.
So the answer is no. What we can do is, as I said, that it's only if it's the first time for you, you don't have any account. But there are some members, as I said, there are some members who already had an Cisco account already. So you don't need to repeat that, unless if you forgot your password or credentials. But you can still go back and reset your password. Then what you need to do is just to click on the link. So the next projects, the next courses that we shall be giving you, any other course under Cisco platform, you don't need to repeat the same.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Humphrey. Then, yes, Mrs. Barbara from Uganda Law Reform.
Thank you, Stephen, and thank you, Humphrey, for that elaborate intro. I happened to have managed to log on the first time I got the link, and actually I went up to the dashboard. Unfortunately, it was late in the night when I logged off and tried to come on. Since that time, it keeps rotating green. I never go beyond the login table. So I don't know. I actually had relaxed thinking maybe you had disabled the course until today, but I've just tried and it's the same thing. Shall we be able to get support to that effect? Thank you.
Definitely, you can have you can always inbox me, and I can be able to support you. We can have a one-on-one Zoom meeting or WhatsApp meeting call. Then I can take you through. One of the things that always brings that is the device you're using. It might be your device, some of you, the browser you're using outdated. Some of us, we don't always update our devices. So you find that the browser you're using is outdated. So you need to either change the browser, try to changing a browser, or update your machine. One, I can tell you is that this platform is heavy. One, it requires faster internet and a better machine that you have to use. So it might be that, but if it continues, please, you can just inbox me. I'll be able to support you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Humphrey. I'm also going to request, maybe on addition to that, let them also be clearing, in case they're using a phone, or a laptop, for whatever browser you're using, look out for, let me say you're using a laptop, come here in case you're using a laptop, and then go to delete browsing data, and then come here and first clear any cookies, any cache images and files and the rest of that. You can decide to choose for the last 7 days or what, and then you first your browser. In case you're using a phone, also go to your phone, go under storage, and then when you reach that side of storage, look out for that web browser that you are using, and then also you clear the cache, such that you don't have any data within that. And then after you click on the link, you'll be able to get there. Mr. Peter? Okay. I've failed to get Mr. Peter. Madam Janice? Madam Janice?
Oh. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, am I being heard?
Yes, you are very clear.
Yes, thank you for the presentation and this wonderful course we're about to undergo. My name is Margaret Nakakande, Uganda Human Rights Commission. I have a concern. Right from the beginning, you realize I'm logging in, I'm sharing with my friend a computer. When I tried to log in using mine, it indicated that we had reached the limit of host, I think, allowing us in. So how should we go about this? Because the chances are high that maybe next time I may not be with my colleague, or even both of us may not be able to be allowed into the Zoom. So what should we go about this? Please guide us.
Okay, thank you for the concern. Now, earlier on, we had planned to have 2 different cohorts, but Mr. Francis is going to be guiding us. We had planned that we shall be handling 2 different cohorts, that we shall have 1 cohort, about 300 people, to study maybe like tomorrow. Then we have another group also handled on another day. So that was the plan. But we are going to look through how we can expand the Zoom quickly, maybe before tomorrow, in case Zoom will be able to allow us to expand it before tomorrow, such that we can be able to accommodate. But in case the Zoom is not able to expand our capacity by the end of tomorrow, then we shall continue to live stream on YouTube. So we shall be always available, like that link we have used for YouTube, we shall always live stream there. And the beauty, still, even if you're on the YouTube, we are able to chat with you on YouTube, to share with you every detail that is happening this side of Zoom. So whatever link we have shared here, whatever discussion we are having here, you can as well access it the other side on the Zoom. The only limitation is that for YouTube, you may not be able to speak. But when it comes to typing, in case of any questions, then you can be able to do what? To ask, to type through the chat. But we are going to work on it before today ends, such that we can see that Zoom can expand our capacity. Okay. Yes, even the quizzes, we have been able to put them on YouTube. So people were on YouTube, they were able to access. We had about 290 something on YouTube. Now, when you are creating an account for the account, ensure, okay, this is the YouTube link I'm sharing. Now, make sure that the name you are using during registration matches with the name you want to appear on the certificate. The email does not affect, but the name that you put is what matters. But in case you have already, let me say you have already created the account, and you note that your name is not matching with what you want to appear on your certificate. What you do, come here where your name is here in this icon, and then come here where there is profile, say update profile, and then come here and then adjust your name accordingly. For those people who have already created the account, but the first name and the last name, they are not the best the names you want to appear on your certificate, come here, up here, go to update my profile, and then have your names adjusted the way you want. Even if you want to change your email, that you want to use another alternative email, you can as well go on and change that particular email. Okay. Madam Pedro Lois. Okay. Yes. Madam Pedro Lois. Okay. I think I've failed to get Madam Lois. Now, tomorrow, we shall be continuing with the session. We shall be sharing on the different WhatsApp groups that we have. In case you have not joined any of those WhatsApp groups, that's where we are going to be sharing the information. The recording for this session will as well be available today. In case you are not on that WhatsApp group or you did not receive, kindly feel free to join. You can WhatsApp Madam Marion to get the link. Can we use the work email? It is very well. You can use your work email. Okay, the presentations are going to be shared on that WhatsApp group. So kindly, I have sent the link for the WhatsApp group. In case you are not yet there, you can pick it from there. Madam Pedro Lois? Yes, WhatsApp accommodates 1,000 people. So once it gets full, then we shall be able to create another group. But information that is shared across our WhatsApp group is uniform, and also we share through the emails that you are able to provide. We have also provided with you the registration link. Let me hope you were able to do what? To register through that registration link that we are able to share in the chat. That one is going to help us to take note of those who have been able to attend. But the registration link is that one in the chat. At this point, allow me to invite Madam Agnes. For timekeeping, we are going to work on it starting tomorrow. We shall be starting on time and finishing on time. Sorry for the delay in our session today. Mr. Humphrey?
Stephen? Yes, Stephen, maybe as we wind up, Madame Agnes, I think, left, but we have our head of department, Mr. Rosarius, who is supposed to come and make his closing remarks before we can close this. Thank you.
Okay, so Mr. Nazarius, you are most welcome to talk to us and then to officially close the session. Mr. Nazarius, okay.
Thank you very much, Stephen, and all the other facilitators. I hope you are hearing me.
Yes,
Are
sir,
you able to hear
we
me?
can hear you. Loudest.
Oh,
Yes, please.
fine, thank you. Just as the other colleagues had already spoken, I think I don't have much to say, but I just want to highlight a few things here. Just this computer is giving me headache here. Just 1 minute. Just a minute. I'm sorry to have to delay you like this. So good afternoon, everyone. As we come to the end of this training of the first day, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to all participants for your active engagement and enthusiasm throughout today's sessions. I actually attended the whole session and I was happy about the eagerness of the participants to gain this knowledge. We began this training with opening remarks and an overview of the training objectives, of course, setting the stage for a productive and impactful learning experience. We are especially grateful to the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance for officially opening this training, represented by Commissioner Patrick Mundua. We also thank leadership of UICT, led by Dr. Frederick Hedrick Togo, for their support and commitment to capacity building in artificial intelligence. Today's session provided participants with a fundamental foundational understanding of artificial intelligence, including concepts, types, applications, and emerging trends. We have also been successfully guided in navigating the Cisco Networking Academy platform, and most of us have completed course enrollment, which really positions all participants to fully benefit from the learning journey ahead. I would like to thank our facilitators and all participants for the vibrant discussions, insightful contributions, and commitment
Okay, I think we have lost Mr. Humphrey. I think we have lost him. Okay, I think We have lost him. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending the session. Let's meet tomorrow. We shall be using the same link. Madam Lois, we failed to get you.
I am now here. Sorry, I had issues with my microphone. Good evening, everyone. I just have an inquiry to you, Mr. Humphrey. I have friends who would love to join this because they missed on the deadline on Friday. How are they able to join us, or it's closed? The registration is closed already. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. The registration is still open. What matters is that have they been able to access the information, and have they been able to access the link to enroll onto the course? So encourage them to enroll onto the course. Let them access the course, let them enroll onto the course, and we shall be monitoring them from there. The registration is still open. They can still do the course. Thank you so much, everyone. We are very sorry that we have extended beyond the time we had planned for, but tomorrow we shall do much better. We want to wish you a good evening. Kindly go on and start on the course. We shall be expecting you that by the end of this week, you have completed the course, and we shall generate all the people. We are going to keep communicating on WhatsApp to show you the progress. We shall show you how far you have gone. Those people, we shall be giving you reports on which people have been able to complete the course and those who are still not yet there. So we shall give you by the end of the week, we shall expect that each one of you has been able